Coming up in this video...
Wait, we are.
Can you point to where you passed away?
Wow.
After watching thousands of videos, some may easily slip your mind, but these 30 scary videos aren't easy to forget. Number 30, statue moving. Yet another miracle caught on camera, shared by YouTube channel Alpha Bravo Company. This scary video shows a statue of Jesus bowing his head. Watch closely. The statue's head falls. While many in the comments are willing to accept this as a miracle, there are others that think this might be engineered. YouTuber USB 3.0 suggests that there's an actuator connected to the head, and I see their point that this could be automated. Which side are you on? Do you think this is a genuine miracle? Or are the individuals who made this statue trying to trick us? Number 29, creepy follower. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Lucky1196, this redditor aptly titled the submission, Creepy Follower. Recorded on August 10th, 2022 at 2:09 a.m. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about.
Hey! What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
With 71 votes, 96% of which were upvotes, it seems like the subreddit was mostly convinced with this footage. The woman's reaction certainly seems like she is genuinely terrified upon seeing this figure, and the apparition does appear quite human looking at the end. I wish we had another angle of this apparition caught on camera, then I would be 100% convinced. But for now, even though I am slightly skeptical regarding the legitimacy of this footage, there is no doubt it is scary.
Hey! What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Number 28, Haunted Chapel. While investigating this remote 500-year-old chapel, YouTuber Nighthawk's Paranormal found that the rumors were true. This holy place is haunted. As they're sat in the pews, they feel like they're being watched.
Well, I'm looking all around this room, and honestly, I feel like we're being watched by some people just sat in these chairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it feels like there's all the eyes are on you.
While investigating the chapel using the Estes method, Dan is told to leave, and then this happens.
Leave.
Shortly after, he jumps as though something touched him. This chapel certainly gives me an eerie feeling of foreboding. There's a presence here, and you can feel it. Considering its long history, I'd be surprised if there weren't spirits here. Number 27, pranked by a ghost. YouTuber Truth Paranormal collects haunted stuff, although he describes himself as a skeptic. But then again, this happens. Watch his shorts. It looks like something pulled the leg down, and he felt it. Let's see it again. The YouTuber's shorts definitely moved, and he wasn't the one to move them. Is one of his many haunted objects exhibiting paranormal activity? I am convinced that is the case. I'm not sure how else to explain this. Number 26. Sewing woman. This is a story about a woman who loved her job so much that she continued to clock in after her passing. YouTuber Fourth Wall shares this video of the mysterious sewing woman. Watch the machine on the right. This was Miss Tanaka's sewing machine.
なんで、まあ他のパートさんの間では
This isn't the only mysterious activity going on in the factory. In another room, things are thrown off shelves, and workers report that objects are often moved from their spots. Is Miss Tanaka still at work? I think there's plenty of evidence to suggest so. But as to why she's continued, I'm not sure. Perhaps even ghosts can be workaholics. Be sure to check out Fourth Wall's channel. All their videos have English subtitles. Number 25, Witchy Woman. What would you think if you saw this clip?
Yo, wait!
Demonic possession? Superpowers? Is this girl a witch? What's happening here is none of the above. Things are getting atomic up in this classroom. Posted by TikToker Zula5439. This individual is touching something called an electrostatic machine. The hair raises because it becomes electrified with charges of the same polarity, which repel each other. She is instructed to throw the electrons. Her hair is supposed to go down when she does so, as it loses static, but the instructor says she didn't throw them right. While this experiment is completely normal in a science classroom, without context, one might think this video is supernatural. Either way, it's not easy to forget.
Okay, now you can throw those electrons. Watch your hair when she throws those electrons.
Number 24, Ghost in Nature. While out alone in nature, you don't want to hear this. YouTuber Mark Billman shared this footage, which he insists is not a joke. Listen closely. Did you hear it? Billman says no one was around, and he didn't hear it at the time. He caught it only when he played the footage back at home. What do you think? All I want to know is, what's going to happen in a while? Number 23, Powerful Poltergeist. YouTubers Lainey and Ben have been dealing with their home's poltergeist for years. This is one of their most aggressive captures yet. It happens in the home's hotspot, the kitchen. Let's watch. The poltergeist seems to be getting more powerful. Its energy bursts, synchronizing movements of everything at once. This leaves me wondering why the poltergeist is gaining energy. Is it angry? Or does it like attention? I'm not sure we'll ever know the answer, but I do know he's leaving lots of chores behind. Number 22, Ghost in the Old Manor. Dennis from Dark Life investigates this dark manor, said to exhibit strong paranormal activity at night, and his investigation goes off the rails. As his camera captures pictures, the spirit warns that it's here.
Кто ты?
It then tells Dennis that it's following him. He is told to go to the basement, and so he does.
А что там в подвале?
As he enters the room, he hears running. Later, he hears a noise. He is not alone down here. As he continues to search but finds nothing, the spirits continue to make noise. He believes that they are hinting at something.
Чтобы я остался здесь. Либо хотят мне какую-то подсказку дать, чтобы я что-то нашел. Я не понимаю вообще.
But it's not clear what. Dennis believes the spirits pointed him to this stove for a reason though, and I agree. The old estate is ripe for further investigation. Number 21, haunted house. This is a legit haunted house, all done up like one, and YouTuber Hunting the Dead is taking a spin around it. When Jody opens up communication with the spirits here, they give a response.
I have Lindsay and Susie here with me. Is there any that would like to communicate with us tonight? Whoa. Did you just hear that?
The spike.
Okay, a little spikage going on.
After entering this terrifying doll room, the door shuts behind them.
Welcome to Sadie's room. Now, the new doll room. Because all I find are freaking dolls everywhere I go.
That door just closed.
It did.
Upon confirming that they're speaking to the spirit Stephanie, they get a reading on their K2 and dowsing rods.
Are you standing here? Can you show me where you died? Can you point to where you passed away?
Wow.
Later, they ask the spirit to turn the light off and on, and it obliges.
It's asking it forever to turn the light off. It finally turned the light off.
Turn the light off. Can you turn it back on? Thank you.
It plays with the lights again.
Turn it back off.
Whoa! What the? It's almost like the battery just completely just drained.
The home's doorbell goes off, but there's no one there.
There is nobody here, and somebody pushed my doorbell, bro. Something pushed my doorbell, and there's nobody here. All right, so we're in.
As they're describing a noise they heard, they hear another one.
Loud noise while we were sitting in the hell door. The f is that?
It sounds like someone was knocking at the door, but again, there's no one there. While it could just be the creepy atmosphere of this place, I get the sense that something isn't quite right here. But whether it's Stephanie the spirit's doing, or some prankster in the home, I'm uncertain. Number 20, swamp creature. You never know what's swimming around the Florida swamps. Redditor Something Unique 141 shares this photograph of a scary creature they've captured in the Everglades. The Redditor notes that this could be pareidolia, but it sure doesn't look congruent with the rest of the environment. The Redditor says they saw it while taking the photo, and they felt like they were being watched. Thankfully, we don't have to keep guessing what it is. In the comments, the Redditor shares an update. When he visited the same spot the next weekend, this is what he found. It's a stacked pile of timber. I'm glad to have an answer, but I'd kind of prefer that the mystery remained. Number 19. Who's there? Redditor Grouchy Time 875 lives alone. So what is this sound? The Redditor is completely freaked out since they're the only one home.
I am literally living alone. Why is there a scratch at the door? I am not checking.
Of course, we only have their word to back up the claim, and they won't go check it out, so I can't say for sure if there's some logical explanation. To me, it sounds like the laundry's going, but if Grouchy is being honest, then they should probably put on some armor. Number 18. Ottawa Jail Hostel. Would you ever stay overnight at a former hospital? YouTuber GHOST did, and they captured some paranormal activity on camera. Watch the window on the right. It opens and closes not once, but twice. To me, this isn't foolproof paranormal activity. It could just be a window left ajar, coupled with a draft coming in and out. It is rather coincidental that this happened at 3 a.m. however, which as everyone knows, is the witching hour. Is this a witchy coincidence or something else altogether? Number 17. Copycat. YouTuber Paranormal Mai meets his doppelganger in the middle of the forest, but the being's intentions remain unclear. At first, while he's standing in the darkness, he senses something there. Then his copy comes out of the woodwork. He's been watching him from behind some trees. And he seems dangerous. What do you think is going on here? Is this the man's evil opposite? And why is he stalking him? I think this is a production, but I'm definitely intrigued and plan to tune into the next episode. Number 16. Paranormal Activity. YouTuber HD Adam shares this intensely haunting video. Although we aren't given the context of this home, I assume Adam is investigating paranormal activity here. I assume this because it soon unfolds.
Evetse vurabilirsin, hayırsa vurmayabilirsin.
In another room, the door slams.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
And in another, a drawer opens and closes, followed by something more extreme. In the bedroom, a Bogart is living in the wardrobe. Later that night, a shadow figure can be seen hovering outside it. Was this causing the wardrobe to tremble? And all the other activity in the house? I think it might be the culprit. And if this paranormal team continues to probe its space, the shadow figure will likely grow more aggressive. Number 15. The Ring. Has the ring come for us all? Shared by Redditor KLORSPIE. This strange video has me running for the hills. Let's watch. An illuminated ring appears on the darkened window of his aunt's living room. After a while, it mysteriously morphs. It becomes clearer that it's not a reflection, as part of it overlaps the curtains, then it drifts over. It completely floats and drifts above. Many in the comments are saying it's a smoke ring, but the way it disperses seems incredibly strange to me. I agree with the Redditor that there's something mysterious about it. I think it could definitely be a smoke ring, but its behavior is unusual. What do you think it is? Number 14, close the door. This short clip shared by YouTuber Amatough Paranormal Tech YT shows the shadowy figure seemingly shutting the door. Watch the door on the right. Another angle shows a strange shadow falling before the door is shoved closed. And here it is from another angle. There's definitely a shadow there, but whether it's being cast by something or not is anyone's guess. I think it's more likely that a shadow person has entered the room. Number 13, Fairy Tale Mansion. This mansion may be a fairy tale, but it's also a nightmare. YouTuber Motley's Paranormal World explores this mansion that's said to be haunted by multiple spirits. They request a sign of the spirit's presence, and they get one.
If you're here with us, feel free to follow us.
Later, as they're descending the stairs, a strange shadow flies across the screen from the right to the left. As they enter this room, a creepy whisper is captured on camera.
So cold.
I'm not sure if they hear it in the moment, but it's there. I think the tales are true. Multiple spirits haunt this place. This fairy tale mansion may have been beautiful in its day, but now it's a nightmare. And not one that's easy to forget. Number 12, Abandoned School. Joe and Chris are exploring an abandoned school with YouTube channel C's Crazy Crossroads, and it's definitely haunted. Before they even head in, something creepy happens as they're recording their intro.
This is that school. We couldn't get inside. We're not gonna...
Dude.
They then hear talking and spot a mysterious light.
Were you on the front side of this building? Shh. I swear I saw a light inside this building here. Okay, alright, that's what I...
Listen closely and you'll hear several strange noises and screams in the woods.
And we heard it coming from this way, like... Whoosh, he's talking. Who's talking? Man, isn't that cool, dude?
As they continue, they hear another scream that's undeniable.
Dude, where did that come from? Bro.
And again, this time Chris sees something.
Did you see that?
Something over there?
Yes.
I just heard something over here with the brain. You hear something too?
Yes, Joe.
A different kind of sound scares them away.
Okay, let's go this way. We're brave, but we ain't crazy.
They hear another noise and what sounds like a shot.
A couple 100 yards away.
There's a gunshot.
One last bang drives them away for good.
Oh, dude. I'm done.
Although I didn't see anything too spooky here, these bumps in the night are often even scarier in my opinion, because whatever is making them remains a mystery. Number 11, Night Cam Ghost. YouTuber David Gladden has been paid another visit from his resident ghost. A night cam captured this creepy video. Watch the hallway door. What was that? It looks like a figure or figures are rushing past. In fact, they almost look like they're glitching out. I'm not sure if this is a ghost or just a person captured rushing past coupled with a camera glitch. What do you think it is? Number 10, Boone moves. YouTuber Sylvia C is being terrorized by a poltergeist in her home, and the kitchen is its favorite haunt. Here is yet another spooky video from her haunted cuisine. Watch the sink faucet and the spoon on the counter. First, you see the faucet jerk to the right. Then you see the spoon drag itself across the countertop. Although the footage is chilling, at least the poltergeist is not throwing things tonight. As we've seen in past clips, I'd say that's a step in the right direction. Number 9, the statues. What is this mysterious object on the side of the road? Ohm Vlogs investigates. He continues down the dark road at night and spots another one.
ओए अरे यार ये देखो फिर से वही मूर्ति और ये बार-बार आगे कहां से आ रही है नहीं पता.
Then they spot a third figure.
अरे यार ये देखो इस तरफ रोड बंद है ये रही वो डम्मी मैं जस्ट अरे यार गाड़ी उतर के जाके देखूं क्या वो रही वो डम्मी मैं उतर के देखता हूं.
You can see this time that it's a statue. Later, they get out of their vehicle.
अरे यार shit just यहीं पे थी डम्मी यार मैं यहाँ से आया था यहाँ देखी थी मैंने.
And when they come back to it, they find this.
यहाँ पे ओए गेट देखो गेट खुला हुआ है और किसी के निशान है. ये देखो गेट खुला हुआ है और किसी के निशान है ये उंगलियों के निशान भी.
Did one of those creepy statues enter his car? It sure looks like it to me. Maybe it needed an Uber, but if I'm being honest, you couldn't pay me enough to have a possessed half-body statue as a passenger. Number 8, Funny Ghost. YouTuber Awakened Choppa, aka rapper NLE Choppa, visited the most haunted town in America and slept in its haunted hotel. This is what happened. As they're talking, something disturbs their laughter.
Yep, he used to make jerky out of them. Oh, that's so nasty. He would go around the neighborhood and be like, "You want some jerky?"
Now what was that? So damn slow.
This sets the scene for some real chills. Later, they're heading towards their room in the haunted hotel when they see this.
What the
The ghost shows up again, but it can't seem to float or even stand up.
What the?
When he re-enters the room, he calls the front desk.
My bed is like messed up and it was this big chunky white sheet. And he just ran into a wall and he tripped back behind the couch and me and my friends, we ran out, but I'm just trying to make sure like...
Finally, he notices the spirit.
Oh, I got him.
With the ghost tackled, they can get some shut-eye. Well, this is clearly a comedy. That laughable ghost is unforgettable. Number 7, Haunted Hinsdale House. The Hinsdale House in New York is considered one of the most haunted places in the country and has endured exorcisms to rid of whatever lurks within, but the entity hasn't left. YouTuber Charm City Paranormal investigates. They ask the spirits questions using a music box paranormal device.
Okay, if the answer is yes, light it up. Is this closet a portal?
If it doesn't want to tell him, so.
And again, to confirm.
One more time. Is this closet a portal? Holy sh**.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
I have chills all over my body right now.
That is awesome.
Later, as they're using a spirit box, they hear and feel a knock.
Whoa, it's for a knock.
I felt that on the floor.
Having been told that people often break into this house, they go to investigate.
I felt it on the floor and like it was on the ceiling in here. I felt that on my feet.
Although they turn up nothing, they later hear footsteps.
Hear that?
Shh. Those are straight up footsteps. Listen.
Someone is here, but whether it's human or paranormal, I'm not yet sure. I personally wouldn't want to encounter either. Number 6, evil entities. Are there evil entities in this home? YouTubers Paranormal Boys think so, and they're here to drive them out. They capture a lot of EVPs during their investigation, including this one. It sounds to me like the voice says here. As they continue to explore, something is captured in the window.
43. 43.
43.
No, I'm younger. Yeah.
Did you see that? It looks like a bald head peeking in, but the camera swings past so fast it could be pareidolia. The next thing they hear cannot be explained.
Towards us. I think there is someone walking towards us. I think there is someone walking towards us. Right there.
I thought I saw someone move down there.
Further away.
A breath, followed by footsteps. Later, as they're wandering down the hallway, you can hear what sounds like a girl's giggle in the background.
I just said, Dad, stop. What's up? Yes.
It doesn't seem like they hear it in the moment. I think the EVPs are pretty clear in this one, and with the mysterious sightings as well, I'm inclined to think there are evil entities in this place. Number 5, the Dark Reflection Ritual Game. If you're going to play the Dark Reflection Ritual Game, be prepared. That's what Kaz the Official did, and they still live to regret it.
Camera thing about this. I'm breathing into this and I'm gonna burn it for dark, like...
It's for good luck, isn't it?
It is for good luck, exactly. That's why I'm doing this, because it is for good luck, but you have to endure the bad luck first. Like some Final Destination type crap, bro.
But if I'm with you, do I get good luck?
The first unusual activity they witnessed is this overhanging light moving.
I want to kind of leave him here.
Yo, what the is that? Yo, hold on. Yo, why is moving? Yo, I swear to
It's probably windy. It's probably windy or something.
windy in the house, but there's not a single window open. Why would it be windy in the house? Did you touch it when you went? Did you touch it?
After one of the guys starts to feel ill, they head up to the bathroom when something chilling happens.
He's kind of ill today or something?
No, I don't know. I just walked into the bathroom, saw the mirror, saw the lighter, and...
What is that?
Let's stick together, let's stick together, man.
Just follow us.
You guys don't have a sword or something that we can use? Like,
Later, they're talking around the table when the cameraman spies a mysterious figure outside.
what is he staring at?
Oh my, yo, get up! Yo, you're bleeding, dude. Come.
Is the negative energy following them? It appears so. I think the ritual worked. Now, how do you shut this thing off? Number 4, Ouija Stalker. YouTuber Danny Dorito and his crew are hanging out in a 200-year-old cemetery at night, playing a Ouija board. What could go wrong? Everything, that is. First, they hear movement in the darkness.
I swear to I just heard something moving.
Are you being serious?
I swear to freaking heard something over there. It was like footsteps. It was like a slow movement. Right here, I tripped on something. Looks like there's like
They see an animal in the darkness and then find clues related to their Ouija board session.
a massive animal in the corner over there. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. It's hard to focus because of the...
We're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone.
What?
Bro. Isn't that Ali? That's the first...
Mary?
Yo.
As they continue another session, something terrifying happens.
Can you please let me know if the Holy What the What happened off my head, bro?
Chill.
My hat flew off my head.
Okay, well, it's probably...
Well, I feel like the hat trick could have just been one of the other guys playing a prank on him. This surely isn't.
Yo, should we call the cops? Seriously. Bring your students down. Yeah. Okay, yo, we're being watched.
Yeah, somebody's watching us.
Someone is watching them, and that someone is not a ghost. I'd bet that Danny and his crew have a stalker, and maybe that stalker has followed closer than they think. Number 3, window closes. School is still in session. For the spirits, that is. Alan from the YouTube channel Procura Sobrenatural visits this haunted abandoned school at 4 in the morning in the scary video. Despite being abandoned, the K2 is lighting up like no one's business.
Tem alguém aqui?
Shortly after, he hears something around the corner.
Acho que tem um cego aqui também passando perto de mim. Tem alguém aqui?
Notice that this red window is open as he passes by this hallway.
Tem alguém aqui? Tem alguém aqui que queira se manifestar para mim? Caramba, bateu agora essa janela aqui.
A moment later, it slams shut. Let's see that again.
Queira se manifestar para mim?
It happens right behind him. I'm not sure how Alan could stay in here a second longer after that, but he does, though he doesn't figure out what caused it. He's a brave man for trying. Number 2, shadow figure. YouTubers The Hillbillies captured a shadow person sighting in this scary barn. As the guys are listening in for something else, there's a whistle in the background.
But I don't know, like somebody just racked on the steps a couple times, almost like too fast footsteps.
Shortly after, they see a shadow move across the bottom of the stairs.
What was that? Hello? Dude, somebody's down there.
Let's see that again. In another scene, some in the comments are noticing a figure crouching to the right of the guy's truck. See if you can spot it in the brush.
Just seen somebody walk through here.
Let's take a look again, more slowly this time. I think this could very well be an actual person stalking them rather than a shadow figure. What do you think it is? I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Historic Temple. While visiting this historic Masonic temple in Cleveland, Ohio, Urbex Hill starts to feel like he's being followed. Upon entering, he's met with this desolate room. He arrives at a crossroads.
Which way should I go? I'll go upstairs first.
As he finds a cartridge on the ground, he feels something touch him.
Something touched me, I swear to I feel like something just touched my back. I don't know if it was my book bag flopped on my back or what.
Did you notice that cough in the background? Despite this, he continues his tour. While descending the stairs, a door closes on its own. He enters the room to check it out, but after finding no one, he leaves. Note that he doesn't shut the door behind him.
That could not have been the wind. Alright, let's get the out of here.
However, later, when he returns, he finds the door shut again.
Do not remember closing this door. Hold up. I left this. Did I close this door? See, this is getting creepy, man. For real.
He struggles to open it. Now listen closely.
Can't even open the door. Hello?
Did you hear someone answer? A voice whispered yes. This may be one of the creepiest places I've seen Urbex Hill explore. In my opinion, there's definitely someone in this temple, but whether it is a ghost or a squatter, we won't know for sure. But before making up your mind, Urbex Hill asked me to show this clip while he's walking down the stairs. Let's watch. I think you'd better look away, because these are the 30 scary videos you hate to see happen.